So how do you actually manage a side hustle or side business if you have a full-time job or school and you are working or learning all the time? How do you do it? In this video, I tell you how I manage that. So what you need to do is analyze where you're spending time, what are you spending time on. So track your time for like a week or so and see what time do you wake up, how much time do you need to get ready, how much time do you spend on commuting to school, to work, how much time you're spending on food, on buying food, cooking food, household chores and so on. Just write down like literally every half an hour, every hour, so that after 1 week you will be able to see how much time you actually have. So once you've recorded the things that you're spending time on, you will be able to allocate the free time that you have. And by allocating, I mean have calendar blocking. And calendar blocking really helped me to stay disciplined, because what it does is that for the whole week, you plan your week in such a way that you say, okay, I block the time between, say, you wake up at 7. And so I block the time between 7 and 7:15 to just wake up, wash my face, get ready. Then I block my time between 7:15 and 8:15 to really work on my project, and then I'm really focused and I'm working on Amazon business or whatever you have in mind. Then from 8:15 to 8:45 I'm commuting to work. Then from 8:45 to whatever time I'm working to 6, for example. Then from 6 to 6:30 I'm commuting. Then I have to cook dinner and so on. So you're actually blocking time so that you know, okay, this is the time that I blocked for these things, and you try not to overdo or do it longer than you blocked it for. The second tip is use such thing as focused time. So whichever time you blocked for working on your project, make sure that there's no distractions. So what I usually do, I put my phone on flight mode and I put it in the other room, because it's too distracting, all these notifications, and people cannot call me for this time that I'm actually blocking this focused time to work on my YouTube or on the Amazon business. And the distractions can be also other ones. Maybe you tend to open Facebook on your computer when you feel when you're working. Then you can use a Chrome extension, which is called, I'm gonna link it down below, I can't remember, but it basically blocks any websites that you wanted to block, like all the distraction websites. Maybe you open Netflix while you're working because you're bored. So use focus time when you just focus your attention on this one task at hand and don't look at your phone or don't look at any other websites. This focus time tactic has made wonders for me personally, because I have a lot of friends abroad and they sometimes text me on WhatsApp, and then I feel like answering them, and even though it takes like maybe 1 minute, I feel distracted and then it takes me time to go back to my task. So this flight mode on my phone and putting it in the other room has done really wonders for me. I'm so much more productive. And what it does is also, if you're working full-time and you have school full-time, then probably you will not be able to have more than 1 hour, 2 hours a day when you can work on your project. So it's so important to stay really focused and productive, because that's the only time you have. So tip number 3 is, a lot of people not gonna like this, but start waking up earlier than usual. Of course, you might be a night person. I used to be a night person when I used to be at the university, and I hated to wake up early, so I would always work night. But then I took a habit of waking up earlier, and I actually changed my schedule in such a way that I became a morning person. I'm not really a morning person, and I'm like not waking up like happy, but I just know why I'm doing it, because I want to work on my project, and so I make time for it. And I wake up at 5 a.m. You don't have to do this, but you have to look at your schedule, do your time management in such a way that you know, okay, for example, when I started Amazon, I knew that my husband would wake up at 7, so I would have to have some time before that for myself so I can work on the business. So I would wake up at 5, and between 5 and 7 I was just focused doing working only on my business. And then once he woke up, I did everything else. We cooked breakfast together and I was getting ready and so on. So Yeah, waking up early is a big thing, of course, if you want to be productive, but then you have to also wake up early for a reason and not just wake up and just stroll around your apartment with no purpose. So in order for me to make it easier to wake up, there's a lot of tricks, and I will make a separate video about how to wake up early, but one of the main ones is to write your why the night before so that you really know why you're waking up. So have this real goal, real purpose, so that when you wake up, your monkey brain is not going to be like, oh, come on, just sleep a little bit longer. You don't really have to do it because there's no real urgency. I mean, it's your project, so it's going to bring results sometime in the future. But if you create this why in advance in the evening, and when you wake up, you will repeat this why in your head, and then it will be much easier for you to wake up. So another tip that helps is to put the task, what you're gonna do the night before. So usually the night before, I even prepare everything. Like I put my computer and the document that I need to work on, or like if I want to work on YouTube thumbnails, I open them already so that the night before it's all ready to go for me. I don't need to open applications, it's just there. And I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna script some videos in the morning. So this is why when I wake up, I already know the task that I need to do, and my tired brain doesn't have to make a decision what has to be done, because if you haven't planned what you're gonna do the night before, then you might as well wake up and be like, oh, what could I do today? I don't know. Oh, maybe I just go back to sleep. So it's just a good tip. Another tip is avoid emails. I know a lot of people waste the most productive time in the morning on answering emails. This is really something that can be done while you're commuting to work or to school or from school. Emails can wait for like a few hours, and this first 1-2 hours of the time after you wake up are the most productive ones you have. So focus on the tasks that are most complicated, or the tasks that are more important, and emails are just going to waste your time. So this brings me to the next tip. Use commuting for research or for answering emails or for work. So everything that can be done on your phone and doesn't require a lot of concentration, you can do while commuting to work. So another thing I do that helps me wake up early and be productive in the morning, that I plan my outfit, my breakfast, my coffee, everything I plan from the night before. So I make sure that there's a bottle of water next to my computer. I make sure that there's a coffee ready to be just put on, and I don't have to do any tasks in between. I can just put it on. My outfit is ready for me. Anything else that needs to be there for you in the morning, prepare it in the evening. This way you avoid unnecessary hustle in the morning when you wake up. So you're just basically making it easy for you to wake up, because you know when you open your eyes, first of all you think of your why you're waking up, and you also know, oh, the coffee is already waiting for me, everything is prepared, and I just can walk into the room and start being productive. Whereas if you leave your kitchen in a mess the night before, and you still have to make coffee and do the dishes and fill up your water bottle or whatever, it's just going to add this extra steps that you're going to waste time on, especially in the mornings. You're not like very physical, so. And also because, you know, in the evening you're mostly not as productive as in the morning. I mean, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but quite a lot of people are tired in the evening, especially if you wake up so early. Then in the evening you cannot be like expecting yourself to work on something really creative. So actually spending your time in the evening to prepare these things for the morning that doesn't require you a lot of energy to do in the evening, that's really good. So another tip is create routines. This goes along with what I just said about how to prepare things in the evening for yourself. I have my evening routine written out here so that I always have it on hand. It says clean the space, prepare the vitamins for tomorrow, prepare lunch to take to work, prepare outfit to wear, prepare the yoga mat to go to yoga, prepare the water bottle, prepare coffee, prepare the main task to do in the morning, check your schedule, charge devices, and write your why. And I also always prepare breakfast in advance. So if I have this list that I follow every evening, and I also usually take a bath to calm myself down and prepare myself to sleep, and I don't use any electronic devices in the evening to really help my brain to switch off. Yeah, you can read, like there's a lot of things you can do in the evening, but if you have a routine that you follow all the time in the evening and in the morning, then it will help you be more disciplined and more organized, and it will help you get more done. And the last tip that I have, a lot of people not gonna like, but that's stop bad habits. Because for example, a habit of drinking alcohol on the weekends or in the evenings might slow you down, because you might feel lazy the next day to wake up and you will not be able to work on your project. If you're really young and you like to go out with your friends, I cannot stop you. But if you really want to work on your dream and create a perfect life for yourself in the future, then you need to be disciplined. And it's really hard to be disciplined when you even drink a little bit of alcohol, especially the older you get. The more you feel it. It's not even about hangovers or of such. It's just about feeling lazy and feeling like just watching Netflix all day instead of being productive. So definitely quitting bad habits like alcohol is gonna just make your mind more productive, more clear. You're gonna be able to just be more you will be more motivated, you will be less unhappy. So it's just my last tip. You don't have to do it, but it just creates such a big difference in your life. You won't believe it. If you want all these tips in one place, I prepared a little document for you guys, and you can download it in the description link below, so that you can print it out and put it next to your desk when you are preparing to launch your new business. Yeah, well, good luck with that, and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a like, please, because it means a lot to me, and see you in the next one.